Okay, giving honor to the Kemetic god Shu, Shu, the god of air, him and his wife Tefnut, who is the goddess of moisture. When we say goddess or nectar, it's another Kemetic word for it, is but scientific principles that is personified. That is Shu, Shu. The Greeks call it Atlas. He separates the earth from the sky, Jeb, which is masculine, from Nut, which is feminine. The sky is Nut, Jeb. And sometimes you see in the cartoon, white people called a farmer Jeb. And you hear them say, "Shoo fly, don't bother me, shoo fly." Now it's interesting that here in Ephesians, the book of Ephesians, second chapter, second verse, it says, "Wherein in times past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience." I don't know if they're calling us disobedience, but that's the spirit that worketh in us. It's the first creation. Shu and Tefnut also was the first creation of a tool. They created duality, as above, so below, good and evil, dark and light, and so on. Shu. Now, this choking of black men is more of a ritualistic thing. It's a ritualistic choking out Shu that is in us. We are part of nature. And we walk according to the course of this world, according to Ma'at and the part of nature. Now, this is something, my main subject is marriage. Now, up until from 1890 to about 1960, black women were more likely to be married percentage-wise than white women. Only about 5 to 6% of black women over 35 would never marry, while over 10% of white women were never married. So black women were most likely to be married up to 1960. Black men also were most likely to be married from 1890 to about 1970. So what happened during that time after 1960? The increase of the incarceration of black males, the increase, the miscegenation laws that was done away with in the Loving case, where a black man now could marry a white woman. And then there was an increase of Caribbean people. There was a restriction against immigration of Caribbean people to the United States. I don't say that that's part of it. I'm just saying what occurred. Those things occur. Different things occur, and much more than that. It would take a sociologist probably to do in-depth study, and I don't know why they have not done it. Now, even in 1947, there's this Ebony story. In 1947, from Ebony, saying, "What's your chance of getting married?" It's a June edition in 1940. And then it states, in marriage, about marriage. It says about 800 Negro girls were never married in 1947. And it also states where Negro girls becoming more and more particular. 6 out of 10 state they would never marry. They would never marry a man unless he was good looking. And I forgot to also mention something that happened during the 1960s. The women liberation movement, in which they tricked stupid black women to go along with that. And there was to increase opportunities of black women to get jobs and education more than there were chances for the black men. So there was a lot of different things that turned the situation around from being the most married percentage-wise to the least married. And now they're saying about what men, in this 1952 says article, Jet Magazine, and it states what black men do not know about sex. uh, it's crazy. Certain things like the longer you stay engaged, what men do not know about sex. And it states things like the longer you stay engaged, better chance you have for a happy marriage. That people who are only stay engaged about 3 months or less. I mean, there's a lot of marriages that last even with short engagement. But let's go back to our original being. We were the most married, and we will again be happy couples getting married in as a faster clip, and not just a bed warmer for the night. And because it's happening now, the black couples revolution. You see black couples getting married and staying married. And there was this thing about Marcus Houston, who was 38, marrying a female 19. That's his business. And the older woman, over 35 or 40, they're the one who ridiculed that. It's usually they don't like to see an older man with a younger girl. I don't know why. Like I said, it takes sociologists or psychologists to figure that out. But like I said, let's get married and stay married.